Happy New Year. Happy 2022. I hope everyone had a really great holiday season, got some time to rest, maybe got some time to catch up with family and friends. All right, so today I wanted to share how I do my routines or how I set my routines up. And I just thought I'll share with you. So I think routines are extremely essential, um, to kind of be in a routine. Just kind of helps you with your habits that you want and to achieve success that you want. And it really, really helps me. But something that I struggle with is, or have struggled with in the past, is I make very long, elaborate 1 hour, 2 hour, 1.5 hour routines. But I don't have that hour every single day, every single morning, every single night of the year. So a lot of times I found that, I would set up this great routine at the beginning of the year in January, and come even end of January, or say if I'm having a great year, March or whatever it is, I'll have a day where I have slept in, I have snoozed on my alarm, and I no longer have an hour for my morning routine. Or I was binge watching Netflix and I no longer have an hour for my night routine, or I was working late, or I had a dinner with friends, or there is like a million things. And so what I would do is I would just kind of completely give up on the routine, and because it's like, well, I don't have an hour, so I can't do it. So then what I came up with is a new system which I followed last year, and I went with much more. I had a much more success with this kind of routine than in previous years, with having that like 8 a.m. to 8 to 5, or 7 a.m. to 7:30. I got to do this. So there were two things that I was doing wrong. One was tying time slots. Like, it just wasn't working for me because it's too rigid, and life is unpredictable, and you need to be flexible, with things, because things happen all the time. So one thing I stopped doing was the whole 7 to 7:30 do this, 7:30 to 8 do this, that kind of thing. And then I also removed that it needed to be an hour long or an hour and a half long. It just doesn't work. So what I have done now, as you can see, is you need both morning and night routine. Another mistake I've made before is I would just come up with like a really great morning routine and not have a night routine. And guess what, you guys? Night routine is so much more crucial, because you need a good night routine to be able to do your morning routine, in my opinion. So now what I've done is I have removed the time slots, and I have removed the time limitation. If I only have 5 minutes, which I have just programmed myself that, okay, I always have 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. That is something that I can do for myself. Absolutely. I cannot deny myself 5 minutes. Like, 5 minutes is nothing. And it's everything. So 5 minutes is the minimum time for a morning routine or a night routine that I have. And then if I have more time, say I have 10 minutes, then I can add 5 minutes of this. 15 minutes, I can add XYZ. 20 minutes, so you get the drift, right? So I'm just adding on activities, and the maximum time I'm keeping it to is an hour. I think anything beyond that, maybe you can do that after having, been doing routines for a long, long time. I think when you first start, when you have no routine and you're first starting, it can be very overwhelming. And it's just too much to handle, I think, like an hour routine every single morning, every single night. It's too much. So this system works really, really great for me. Of course, these are very personalized to me in my life. But the idea is, whatever time you're waking up, at least you can take 5 minutes to do your bare minimum, which for me is wake up, and then it's like the 5 minute morning routine is take a minute to deep breathe, like, just take a deep breath, just kind of be like, okay, today is January 2nd, whatever. And say good morning world. So I think this is more, again, suited for me because I live alone. And so especially during this whole pandemic, there is very few interaction and all that kind of stuff. If you're living with people, maybe, your morning routine can be like to say good morning to people you live with, right? Your family, your friends, whatever. But for me, because I live by myself, I find it like a really nice practice to just kind of wake up, see outside the window, and be like, "Good morning, world." It just makes me feel a little bit more connected. And then have a glass of water. Hydration, it's something that I really, really struggle with. So having it as a habit to do it right away, and I don't actually have a glass of water. I just have a big water bottle that I fill every single night, and I just kind of do, big gulps of water till I feel kind of comfortable. I don't chug like too much water or anything, but I definitely drink enough. Okay, so have water, then I make my bed. I have found this to be very, very useful. I don't, so the thing that I've changed with the make my bed goal is it's not complicated at all. It's very, very simple. It's not like 1,000 pillows and things like that. It's just straightening out the sheets, putting the pillows, if they're smushed and whatever, fluffing them a little bit, and just putting the duvet back, like just kind of making the duvet look nice. So it's all about progress over perfection for me now. I used to be very into like, it needs to look perfect, needs to look like a hotel style bed. I'm no longer in that vanity kind of thing. It just doesn't work for me. Of course, some people can maybe get like a lot of joy from it. That's totally cool. But for me, I just realized that it was putting pressure, and now it's like a very quick thing that I do, zero pressure, and it's a really awesome habit to have. Then just brush my teeth, wash my face, and wash my face. I'm just like talking about water. I'm not saying, like, for me, I just, splash some water basically, and with a towel, just tap my face down. Comb and tie my hair back, and just moisturize my face. So this is my 5-minute go-to, like absolutely must-do routine. It just kind of wakes me up, kind of puts me in a good mood, and I've already done like a self-care activity for me, which is have a glass of water and make my bed. And the making the bed thing has actually been even more crucial this time, like since the pandemic, because I'm working from home a lot, not completely, but a lot. So it just really helps to see that the bed is made and I'm not entering my room again till I'm done with my work day, which I do in my living room. Okay, then if I have 5 more minutes, I add 5 minutes of stretches. Now I'll just do them on my bed. Sometimes I'll do it on the carpet. Sometimes I'll pull out a yoga mat. It just depends how energetic I'm feeling. But regardless, stretches, it just really, really helps. I'm sitting all the time. So it's just very helpful. It's also kind of calming. And I just do, again, very simple stretches. Don't, I don't try to go into like crazy stretch routines, things like that. I just do what feels naturally good to me. I've just looked up, simple beginner stretches for your back and just kind of unwinding your body if it's like feeling stiff and things like that. So I do that. Then if I have 15 minutes, another 10 minutes, I either get a cup of tea, a cup of hot lemon water, which is just, boiled water with a couple of lemon slices and lemon juice in it, or coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker, so it just depends. Sometimes I'll do hot lemon water or a cup of tea here and get my coffee after I've showered and gotten dressed, but either way, right? And then I just do like, again, kind of depends on the day you're having, on the mood that you're in. Sometimes it's just a brain dump. If I have a lot going on, if I'm feeling stressed or overwhelmed, or I'm just feeling very busy, I'll just make a to-do list or whatever thoughts I'm having. If I had a dream, good or bad, maybe I'll write that down. And, or like journaling if I'm feeling more philosophical, if I'm more in tune with my thoughts and things. So it just kind of depends. But it's just about like getting out whatever you're feeling and maybe kind of clearing that up and setting up an intention for the day. So that's what I like to do. And then as you can see, these are really, really quick, because for me, if I make this longer, if I do like 15-minute brain dump or something, it'll turn into a whole thing, or I will get bored of it and I'll I'll get all my mind will waver into something. Maybe I'll start watching a YouTube video, maybe I'll Google something, whatever. So keeping these short actually works very, very well for me, because I'm focused on this one task that I've got 5 minutes to do, and that's it. And then I move on to the next one, 5-minute reading. So for this kind of reading, it's usually good to get books that are either like daily kind of books. So there's like, I think Daily Stoic, or I don't know, there's like a lot of books out there that's like you read a page a day, and they're dated. So it's like January 2nd, you know, read a certain page and you're done. And they take about 5 minutes. Or you can just have like a really nice book. Like for example, for me, I've had what it's called, I can't believe it, I've seen it. The Four Agreements. Good Lord. Okay. For example, getting the book called The Four Agreements, because you can just read like whatever passages, just read for 5 minutes. And I don't know, I really enjoy that kind of content in the morning. It just sets me up to be a better person, better human being, puts me in a calmer state of mind, puts me in a state of mind that's beyond just thinking about myself and things like that. So I really, really like that. And then 5 minutes of either meditation, prayers, affirmations. Again, just totally depends on the type of day I'm having. Sometimes I just need to meditate. Sometimes I just need to pray. Sometimes I just want to say affirmations out loud, right? Just kind of depends on what you need. But this is just kind of, trying to feed your mind and your soul. So that's kind of it. And then if I have 5 more minutes, I just like to go around and do like a quick tidy up. If there's anything from last night or the previous day that's just sitting there, just do quick tidy up. Really, really nice. Putting the cups away, I don't know. It's just really, really good. And then last, if I have time, is movement. Very, very important. But I put it last because these things are more like 5 minutes that give me a lot. And then I just add 30 minutes of movement, and that is my morning routine. Again, like I said, you can shuffle it in any order you like. You can add things, delete things. I just thought I would share this idea of having time increments, and at the very least, you're getting this done every single day. Okay, very similarly, I've got the night routines and the 5 minutes. I've got to take a minute to deep breathe and say, let's unwind world. Again, it's just kind of like a closing to the day. Then I put away all my devices. I put them on charging, and I just put them away. I check the next day's alarm, and if there is anything important that's happening, any important meetings that I have, any appointments that I might have, anything, someone's birthday, whatever it is, I just kind of like to get a quick glance, an idea of what my next day holds. Then again, brush teeth, wash face, again, just with water, comb and tie back hair, moisturize the face. Done. Okay, 10 minutes, I add my 5-minute stretches. As you can see, it's kind of a bit of a theme there. 15 minutes, add journal, brain dump. And this is the kind of tying back. So in the morning, you set intentions for the day, and at night, you reflect on how your day was, and then try to do that with a cup of tea, non-caffeinated, because we're trying to wind down for bedtime. And then again, 5 quick minutes tidy up, putting away cups, or I don't know, cups is usually what I'm putting away. I always just tend to have a cup or two lying around, and just kind of papers, pens, planning, whatever I was doing. I just like to put things away. And then a 5-minute quick prep for the next day, next morning. So usually that is just making sure I've got my shoes and my workout clothes out for this 30-minute movement, or whatever time I'm going to move the next day. I just like to have that ready. It just kind of adds to the motivation of actually moving the next day. Or if I'm going to the office, because I'm working from home and working from office, like it's hybrid, so then I like to prepare the clothes I'm going to wear to work, or whatever it is, like if I'm taking lunch tomorrow, or setting up towels for the next day, like whatever it is, like a quick prep, whatever is needed. And then 5-minute meditation, prayer, affirmation. This is more to calm the mind and to be more like this is the time I practice gratitude a lot. Like, I'm grateful for three things, three awesome things that happened today, you know, something like that. That's just what I like to do. And then if I have the 30-minute block, I like to devote it to reading. I love reading at night. It's a very natural way for me to get entertained, learn something, but just get entertained, get my mind busy, but it doesn't disrupt with my sleep, such as watching TV, because I'm definitely a person who, for years and years have watched TV right before going to bed. But I've been pretty good. I haven't been perfect at it, of course. There are still days where I Netflix till the time I'm falling asleep. But this is another great alternative when things are going well, when I'm doing well, that I like to practice. And I really enjoy this habit of reading. It just feels really, really good. And it does not disrupt my sleep and puts me into a really good state of mind. And then just shower and get ready for bed. Now, of course, I don't shower every morning and every night. Depends again how I'm feeling, but showering does, like, again, it's like a 5-minute shower. It just kind of helps me calm down and relax. And especially with the pandemic things going on where there isn't much activity and I'm home a lot, it helps to kind of break up my day and things like that. But again, I don't do that every single morning. Like, if I showered at night and I'm feeling good, it's fine. Or I might just do like a standing in the shower, but I'm not actually, doing like a full shower routine. It's just more it's more symbolic. If anything, it's more, I don't know, for my mind and and things like that. Like, it's more for my mental health than like physical cleanliness, because one shower a day is sufficient. But I do really love showering at night because of the state that it puts me in. And I love showering in the morning because it makes me feel energetic. But at night, it just kind of calms me down. Like, nice hot shower just relaxes the muscles. So I actually really enjoy it and have been doing 2 daily showers throughout the pandemic. It's really, really helped me. It's a new thing that I started in the pandemic. But yeah. Okay, so there you go. I hope this gave you some ideas. I hope this motivated you in some way to start a morning and night routine. Like I said, only takes like 5 minutes at minimum, and you can bump it up as you feel comfortable. You can even do 5 minutes in January, and then February you can make it 10 minutes, and then March, April, May, June, July, and by the end of the year, and then you can keep practicing it however you like, whatever time you have. I highly encourage a good morning and night routine. It's very, very helpful. You'll see the results almost immediately. It just changes your energy, your mood, and how you're feeling and how you're doing. So I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks, guys.